Peace, what's going on, everybody? It's your guy Rashone, man, live from the slip seat. Let me roll this window up real quick. Too much noise. Yeah, man, live from the slip seat, I just came to holler at y'all. Had to pull over for a second, and drop y'all another video with some new info for this week, or I wouldn't say new. One of the things is the new the hours of service suspension, which that ain't really new. That's something that took place, I believe, a month ago for us truck drivers. So I want to holler at my fellow drivers out there and see how y'all coping with that. I know some of y'all probably loving that. You know what I'm saying? But we're gonna jump into that, and then I want to talk about this Osha situation. You know what I'm saying? And Osha pretty much, putting people at risk with this new policy they have in place for employers or whatever. But yeah, man, so I'm just sitting off of the side of the road. I know a couple people last week was thinking I was driving, you know what I'm saying? I don't know how. You ain't see me hitting the switch. You ain't hear the truck revved up. You know what I'm saying? I'm just sitting on the side of the road. I pull over and try to get these videos in, you know what I mean? And try to, drop whatever info I have or whatever thoughts is on my mind. So yeah, I'm just on the side of the road, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm just chilling on the side of the road, man. Just trying to get this video in real quick, drop this info. But yeah, I hope everybody's doing well, staying safe. To all my fellow drivers out there, man, I hope y'all swinging wide, you know what I'm saying, and holding it in the road, man, and watching the mirrors, you know what I'm saying, and just staying safe, man. So I'm gonna jump right in, right? The hours of service thing, I'm trying to figure out, man, how my drivers, man, how y'all holding up with that, you know what I'm saying? Are you still sticking to your 11-hour rule? Or are you just busting it open out there, you know what I'm saying? Burning rubber out there, you know what I mean? How it's working out for y'all, And we know how these dispatches, you know what I mean, could be, you know what I mean? So are they like really forcing you now, to try to take a load, and you know what I mean? Because they know like now you could just run wide open, and how you handling that? You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying, it's all about safety, you know what I'm saying? We gotta make it back home. You know what I mean? We trying to make it back home, so it ain't all about just busting it open out here burning rubber, you heard? You know what I mean? We gotta be cautious and out here, man, you know what I mean? And take precaution, you know what I'm saying, out here, cause you know how it is. We gotta watch out for ourselves. And we gotta be watching out for these other drivers. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Even when the other drivers think we ain't watching out for them. You know what I'm saying? We watching out for you too. You know what I mean? Because all day long we got the regular drivers out here doing stupid stuff, stupid moves. You know what I'm saying? And the number one thing, always trying to race a truck and cutting trucks off. And I understand, like, some people might think, well, yeah, they got all these wheels. They should be able to stop on a dime. It don't work like that. You know what I'm saying? It don't work like that. You know what I mean? And I ain't here to try to break all of that down to you, but all I'm saying, if you ain't no truck driver and you go cut a truck off, understand you playing Russian roulette with your life. You know what I'm saying? So just be cautious and stay. And if you're for the regular driver, stay out of the blind sides of the truck, man. You know what I mean? I'm gonna give you a tip. If you coming up on the back of the truck, right, and you want to pass, get in our mirror, stay in our mirror so we can see you, and then get the hell past us. You know what I'm saying? Because we may be making the split. We might be needing to cut over. We might see something. We ain't got these big windows for nothing. We can see a whole lot, and we might be seeing something far ahead. And we try to get over early. You know what I mean? At least us good drivers do. You know what I mean? We might be trying to get over early, and if you if you sit in our blind spot on these trucks, you know what I mean? You could get taken out. You know what I mean? So for all the regular motorists out there, man, be mindful when you're approaching and approaching the truck, man. When you ride alongside of them, get past. Don't just sit. Don't just sit in our blind spot. Don't just sit on the side of the trailer. Get past us. You know what I'm saying? Because you never know what we see ahead and you don't see. See, you sitting down low in your car. You can't see what we see. We can see 20 cars ahead of you. You know what I'm saying? When you only you may be able to see the second, third car, maybe if you're in an SUV. You know what I mean? But we can see further ahead than that. You know what I mean? So just be mindful. But back to my drivers, man. Yeah, so how y'all working out, with that new hours of service since they suspended it, and now you can bust it wide open, burn rubber out here. You don't no longer, have to just, 11 hours on and then take it down for 10. How y'all doing it out there, man? Are you running longer in the day? You know what I'm saying? And then, running the whole day and then take it down that night? Like, are you running, busting it open that night? Even though I know it depends on the load and the time it got to be there and when you got to pick it up and all of that stuff. But yeah, just, I want to know, like, what has changed for you, if anything? And did you see any change? Is there any change in the paper? You know what I'm saying? Hold on, man. Is there any change in the paper? You know what I'm saying? Like, any money change? You know what I'm saying? Now that you able to bust it wide open like that, or you able to grab up more loads? Because we know the next thing, you know what I mean? A lot of these shippers, that's been a big problem forever. You know what I'm saying? And it's been talked about a lot. You know what I mean? More so last year too. They've been talking about it a lot. And if I'm mistaken, I thought some laws was going to be in place about, or something was going to be put in place about how these shippers be, they hold you up so long that you run out of drive time. You know what I'm saying? So, so it's like you can bust it wide open now, but if you still running into those problems with the shippers or the consignee or whatever, then, you know what I mean, it kind of not, you know what I mean, make any sense. You know what I mean? But so what's changing, man? But I also hearing in this time with this corona thing too, man, and I'm not hearing, I know that's what's really going on too. A lot of drivers is losing hours because if you're not dealing with anything that's essential, you know what I mean, if you're not hauling anything that's essential, man, then you probably, you're going to be home. You're going to be sitting until this thing clear up too. You know what I mean? So let me know, like, what's going on with y'all drivers with that, man. You know what I mean? With my fellow drivers, what's going on? If any of you guys running into that. What about my owner operators? You know what I'm saying? How y'all moving out here? You know what I mean? So, because I know now, the big carriers, they may be, bulldogging and getting those hot loads. You know what I'm saying? Them essential loads. You know what I mean? Yeah. So we know that they might be getting the essential loads. You know what I mean? The big carriers, the big names. We know who some of them are. And if you're on the operator, you know what I'm saying, you got to fight against that. So, like, how's that working out, man? And let us know your handle, man. Let us know your handle. Let us know where you at in the country, man. With my fellow drivers. Let me know where y'all at in the country. Where you at? What's going on down there? If you're in the Midwest, if you're in the West, you're in the Northeast, you're in the Southeast, what's happening? You know what I mean? Drop your handle. Let us know your handle out there. You know what I mean? My handle, I don't have one. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? I'm a local driver, so I don't fool around with these with the CBs and things. You know what I mean? But yo, I'm speaking to y'all, so I'm just saying, like, drop your handle. You know what I mean? Let us know what your name is out here. You know what I mean? And yo, I appreciate y'all. All my brothers and sisters, my drivers out there, I appreciate y'all, man. Y'all be safe. Stay safe always. Watch them mirrors, swing wide. Watch for them hot boys. You know what I'm saying? But even though right now I know they kind of simmered down a little bit because they know, everybody around the country now figured it out, like, us drivers are essential. Nothing. You can't. Everything in your house is brought in by a truck. Everything you have in your life is brought in by a truck. You know what I'm saying? So I'm glad that, you know what I mean, that's been a light been shined on that. You know what I'm saying? Because everything, you know what I'm saying, we move the country, we move this economy. You know what I'm saying? We help move this economy. So, you know, if it comes from a plane, it comes from a boat, when it leaves that plane, it's gonna come to a truck. If it leaves that boat, it's gonna come to a truck. You know what I'm saying? Them containers. That, you know what I mean? So that's what it is, man. And y'all, like I said again, man, I appreciate y'all too out there. Let's stay safe. All you young buck drivers, man, shout out to y'all too. Hey, if you see an OG driver, yo, don't be, you know, pull his coat. If we got some questions, ask us. You know what I'm saying? If you know what I mean? If you see us doing something crazy, say something. You know what I'm saying? Like, in the same way, we gonna do the same thing. You see you out here doing crazy, man, because, you know, when one driver do it, can mess it up for everybody, bro. You know what I mean? That's why a lot of the OG drivers, they kind of like, they don't like these new laws that's in place. But I'm for sure now them OG drivers. When I say OG, I'm talking about them OGs that been driving for 30, 40 years. I know if they still out here rolling, which they are, I know they liking this right now. You know what I mean? And but I think with this coronavirus, man, I'm hoping that some things change up for us drivers too, because there's a lot of things that I feel that should change as well. You know what I mean? Like, personally, me, I think that sense of mile shit, that's some bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Unless you are owner op, man, and that make that work out for you. But when you work for a company in hauling, I think you should. I think because we all only can drive 11, 14. You give one day 14 hour. You know what I'm saying? Besides this thing this suspension. You know what I mean? Y'all know what I'm meaning. So I think everybody should be on an hourly, a good hourly or a good salary. You know what I'm saying? When I'm talking for like over the road. You know what I'm saying? Because us local dudes, I'm local now. I don't do the over the road so no more. So I just feel like, you know what I mean? Because we all know how it is. Sometimes you get them down times, man. And if you ain't rolling, you ain't making no money. So I just feel, hey, to keep everything, to square up everything, hey, man, everybody can only roll like 11 hours a day. You know what I'm saying? So like, hey, why don't you just give up an hourly rate? You know what I mean? Or or come out with a straight salary, because that sense of mile shit, man, that's whack. That's whack. Today, to me, that's whack. You know what I'm saying? Because my thing is, if you ain't rolling, you ain't making no money. So therefore, if you can pay that hourly wage or whatever, or salary, that's being straight up and like, hey, you gonna make money. You know what I'm saying? Instead of you being dragged around the country and, you know what I mean, and or you taking a load and then sitting. You know what I mean? And then you come to the end of the week and you don't see nothing when you over the road. You know what I mean? Like, let's just keep it real. You know what I'm saying? So like, that's my thought. I ain't saying that that's Bible. That's just my thought. And one of the reasons why I came off of the road. You know, that ain't the main. There's a lot of reasons why, but that's one of the reasons why I came off the road. You know what I'm saying? I put my time in, you know, because my plan was always to get local. You know what I'm saying? So I put my time in to get local. You know what I mean? Because you already know how that go. A lot of local companies won't do no business with you if you ain't got that time out there. So when I came in, you know what I'm saying, 9 years ago, you know, I did what I had to do. But yeah, man. So that's that, man. I just want to know how y'all moving out here, man. On my drivers, on my fellow truckers, how y'all moving out here with that, you know, that suspension of the hours of service. You know what I mean? Are you running longer? Are you running longer some days and shorter other days? You mixing it up? Like, how you doing it? And Has anything changed out there for my over-the-road drivers? Like, I know around the country I was hearing a bunch of things about like some you can't get in, and some truck stops were shut down. Like, yo, let us know. Is that still popping? Is that still happening? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. Just let us know how you moving out there, man. And like I said again, I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all, man. But yeah, moving on. I'm gonna move on to the next thing. This OSHA thing, man. OSHA compromising, like, I wouldn't say, like, OSHA putting people in a bad spot right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, OSHA has got this rule, and I have read this on the Huffington Post, I believe last Friday, let's see here. I think the 8th. Yeah, the 8th of April. I read in the Huffington Post that OSHA was telling or saying that employers don't have to report any cases of coronavirus or to them or whoever and the employees. They don't have to let the employees. So I'm like, hey, wait a minute, you putting people in a bad spot. So, before I do any research, before I just take one publication, I gotta go to the horse's mouth. So I went to OSHA's website, and damn sure that's what it said. You know what I'm saying? Pretty much. You could go to OSHA itself. Hold on. Let me put this down for a minute. I was keeping my little notes. Y'all could go to OSHA, what is it, OSHA.org. You could go to OSHA, man. And yeah, I'm sorry, it's OSHA.gov. You know what I'm saying? You could go to OSHA, man, and you'll see it there yourself for the new new policies or what have you. And I'm like, this that puts everybody at risk, man. If you saying that these employers don't have to report their cases, don't have to say nothing to their employees that maybe somebody contracted, the coronavirus, that's putting people at risk, man. OSHA's supposed to police companies on safety. And that right there is reckless. That's reckless and irresponsible right there for them to say that and put that out there. Like, this ain't especially in these times, man. You don't do that. You know what I mean? So then what happens? You know what I mean? Like, if a person has contracted it and then your employer don't say nothing, they trying to hide it under the rug and they trying to keep it quiet, then you got more people contracting that coronavirus. What happens? You know what I'm saying? This goes against everything being pushed concerning safety at this time. Like, you can't come on TV where you have the CDC, you have the government, everybody talking about wash your, just talking, being sanitizing your hands and sanitizing, staying clean and keeping masks on and all of that stuff. That goes against everything, OSHA. That goes against everything that what's being said right now to the public. By you saying, so when people go back to work, your employer can keep that quiet. Don't have to report it to none of the agencies as far as the CDC, OSHA, and whoever else. You know what I'm saying? And so they don't have to report it to them, and they don't have to report it to you. That's kind of strange. And just because, and even though, so the thing is this though, just because OSHA said that don't mean the companies, now you get to see how morally and ethically sound the companies are. Now, that's what I took from. I said, okay, now we're going to see how morally and ethically sound these companies are. Because if you respect your employees, you don't have to follow that guideline that OSHA said. You should want to let your employees know for the safety of everybody. If any company has a safety department and your safety department is going to follow that and not report those cases to the, okay, it's one thing you don't want to report it to OSHA. They saying, okay, we don't gotta know about them cases, but to not say nothing to your employees, that's crazy. Because now, you know what I mean, like, your employees got to take this home to their families and affect their whole families if they contract it from somebody else within the company. That's not cool. So we this right here, it's a lot of things right now that has taken place, but you know, with this coronavirus that's going to really show everyone, seriously, that's going to really show everyone. You're going to see, as far as with these companies, like, how you really feeling. You know what I'm saying? And how much they really respect their employees and all of that. And I'm being real. You know, with this time, there's a whole lot of things you're going to get to see. These companies, how they treat, how they do with their customers and everything. There's a whole lot of things you're going to see, man. Like, you know, there's a whole lot of things that this coronavirus done just kick the door open, and it's going to have eyes open to a lot of other things when, you know, doing business with folks. You know what I'm saying? Whether you giving your services of working for an employer or being a customer. You know what I mean? You're going to really tell how much they really respect, you know, and how much they really care about this situation. There's a lot of money on it. There's a lot of money on the table, and then it's not. But there's a lot of money on the table, and a lot of people vying for that money. These corporations and these states and stuff. So it's a whole lot of stuff you're gonna see change, man, and there's a whole lot that may not change. You know what I'm saying? But one thing we do gotta understand is that germs are always out here. They're always out here, so they're not telling most of us nothing that we don't already know. You know what I'm saying? And nothing that we didn't already practice. You know what I'm saying? And you know, I'm just thinking, like, you know, this coronavirus is pretty much a respiratory kind of thing, and just the cleaning the hands and the mask ain't gonna do it. You know what I'm saying? And that's just keeping it real. But you're gonna really see how ethically and morally sound these companies are. If they follow that, what OSHA is implementing and saying, and it's on their page, it's on the OSHA.gov. With the new, when you click on the page, the front page, you'll see new guidelines or something of that nature. When you go on there, you're gonna look. I originally got it from the Huffington Post. I read the article and I was like, what? And so I said, okay, let me go to OSHA's website so I can see. I don't want to talk. I don't like talking about nothing if I don't know. When it's something of that nature, and then if another company is being of a company or organization or anything is being accused of something, I gotta get it from their mouth. I gotta hear it from them. You know what I'm saying? I gotta see if it's on their website. You know what I'm saying? I gotta see if they talking about it themselves. You know what I'm saying? The said company, if they talking about it themselves, because I don't want to bring no information that ain't true. You know what I'm saying? Or I don't want to bring information that I haven't found any findings on it. You know what I'm saying? Like I haven't got the information I need to bring it to people. You know, because I know sometimes there's a whole lot of things that go under our radar, and sometimes, you know, right now everybody's a lot of people are staying focused with this virus and things, but there are other things that sneaking through the cracks that you have to try to look for and focus on as well. And you know, that's how they slide stuff behind us, behind our backs. When we're looking straight ahead at one issue, they slide something else behind their back, and then you don't, you know. So, yeah, man. So that's my thing, man. OSHA has told companies, has said and put it out, is on their website, that companies don't have to report the coronavirus. Not only to them, they don't have to report the cases to them, but they don't have to tell you. what they want to do is, when you read further into it, when you go on their website, on OSHA.gov, when you go on their website, when you read further into it, you'll find that what the thing is, they want to like, let's sweep that under the rug. Let's forget about this virus that's going on, and let's just talk about preventative measures like the cleaning list and cleaning up, the workplace and things of that nature. Yeah, we could do that. You know what I mean? But if you still got cases, you need to tell. They need to be reporting. That shit shouldn't be something you keep quiet. And they're gonna, how OSHA has those bulletins, those safety bulletins that you'll see in HR offices or around, hanging up around the companies or whatever. So they're gonna be sending those new posters out and bulletins or whatever that companies are gonna be having to hang up, and it's gonna say it in them. They already talked about it. They already said it. It's happening. You know what I mean? So, like I said, this puts everyone at risk in the workplace, man. Then further, that puts other people in danger. Customers, if customers have to frequent whatever said business, that's putting the customer in danger. So ultimately, everybody will be in danger. If you had somebody that had that virus, then you didn't say anything. I think you should say it should be a crime. If people have lost their lives, and people have lost their lives from this virus, it should be a crime that you if you don't report that to your employees. If you don't say that, there should be a bulletin put out about that. So that's just it for the day, man. I done ran y'all head off enough, you heard? But yeah, man, that's just it, man. I just wanted to know how my fellow truckers was doing, how y'all doing out there with, the suspension of the new hours, the hours of service regulations, being that the government has suspended that. How y'all doing with that? Are you finding, is you getting more loads? You know what I'm saying? Or you being forced dispatch or whatever? Even though at the end of the day we still got control of it, they just let us know like, hey, yeah, you can run. You can run as long as you want, pretty much. You know what I'm saying? Until you feel tired. Pretty much how they was running back in the day, back in the 70s, the 80s, and the 60s or whatever, how they was running wide open back then, you know what I mean? And those drivers from that era, that's why they hated the day. They don't like how, how the government has taken over and they regulated so much, but there's so much that has happened in those times, you know what I'm saying? That I guess they felt the need to do that, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, man. Let us know how y'all feeling with that. And let me know how y'all feeling about that OSHA thing, man. Chime in. Don't be afraid. That's what this about. So y'all, to all my fellow drivers out there, man, y'all holding in the road, man. Y'all stay safe, man. Keep your eyes open, man. Keep your eyes on the mirrors. Swing wide on them corners, you heard? Don't be taking out no poles and shit. So yeah, man, stay safe, because what the whole thing is, we trying to make it back home. You know what I mean? We trying to make it back home. We don't want to hurt nobody and hurt ourselves out here, you heard? And all the other motorists, like I said, be mindful of the trucks when you see them. And to all the drivers too, man. Don't be dickheads out there, you heard? Don't be dickheads out here either, because it is some dickhead drivers out there as well, man. Don't be dickheads out here, man. You trying to make it home safe, and being that we are in these moving weapons as the government, as they will look at them, you know what I mean? We have to be more responsible as professional drivers. You know what I'm saying? I see a lot of bull crap myself out here with other drivers, man. Like, we have to be mindful. They classify us as professional drivers, so they hold us at a whole nother level. You heard? So when you fuck up, that's why them tickets be like they be, and they slam the hammer down on us, man, because they classify us as professional. You know what I'm saying? So man, just be mindful too. Don't be a jerk out here on the road against the regular motorists. You know what I'm saying? We have to respect one another out here, you know what I'm saying? And I'll tell all the regular, motorists, you have to understand, we're in these trucks. These trucks, you know what I'm saying? These trucks don't go but so fast, you know what I'm saying? Some might have theirs souped up a little more, but at the end of the day, we're in trucks. You know what I'm saying? And this is our office, and we rolling, you know what I'm saying? And sometimes you may think they ain't moving fast enough for you, then go around, but make sure you on point when you're going around us, and make sure we know. Don't stand in them blind spots. Get out of our blind spots, because it could be a bad day for you, a bad day for everybody. You heard? And all of y'all regular motorists, stop racing us off onto the ramps. Like we already rolling and y'all coming onto the highway. Stop racing trucks. That's one of the number one causes of death. You know what I'm saying? With motorists, we're trying to race a truck. Yeah, your car will be faster than the truck, but I'm gonna tell you right now, if a truck hits you, you ain't gonna win. You ain't gonna win. I'm gonna tell you that. And if you make it out of it, it's a blessing. But don't race trucks, man. You know what I'm saying? Everybody wants to get home safe. Everybody wants to get to their destination safely. And that's all it's about. So, man, to my brothers, sisters out there rolling, burning the rubber, even though they suspended those hours of regulations, man, yo, be mindful. If you tired, pull over. Pull over, park up, man, and get that rest, man. That load ain't no load worth us losing our lives, or worth us rolling over on an embankment or something like that. It's nothing. No load is worth that. You know what I'm saying? That load could get there. You rather a load, if you that tired, you rather a load get there safe. You rather load get there late and you safe, or the load never get there because you done rolled off a cliff. And I'm just keeping it real. You know what I'm saying? This is real. This is happening every day. Like, you know what I mean? It's every day. So like what you want? So yo, man, y'all holding on the road. This is live from the slip seat, man. You heard? Yo, shout out. Get y'all a hump. You heard? One.